Alright, well, after running around and returning some ill-fitting cowboy boots at Goodwill that I bought and checking 3 other stores, I'm back here to test out the radio to see if any of the other guys are on. I'm trying to get these cowboy boots to break in too. And these are some Cody James boots. I mean, they're like $17 at Goodwill. They're traditional cowboy boots. I don't know, I like boots. But anyway, they're okay, but they have a little bit too much arch for my flat feet. So anyway, that's what I was doing earlier today when I should have been playing on the radio, I guess.
Ago they had one I couldn't stop laughing. He said that when the door blew out.
What I don't like about these radios is how they're painted. The case is painted. Now, these are smooth. Yeah, this is like covered in vinyl, I think, maybe. It's smooth. It's nice, it's smooth. It's like Icon. Not this kind of rough paint. I think this radio would have been pretty cool if they had designed the VFO maybe a little differently. Just the shape of it's kind of a little odd. I think I need to take this rubber piece off of here, clean it. Oh man, that is nasty. That's disgusting. Did he glue it on there, or is that just like Kentucky Fried Chicken? Man, that's nasty. I gotta get my rubbing alcohol. The other thing that's bad about these radios is you cannot wipe down the case. It will literally grab the cotton fibers in these like you wouldn't believe. Anyway, we're gonna get some rubbing alcohol. We might have to wash the VFO ring in the sink. This is gross. I don't know, I always look at the VFO knobs. I don't like it when there's crap on them. There should not be schmutz or dried crusty crap on a VFO knob. But anyway, who knows what's on it? It might be glue. Maybe the front of this thing came loose. I've seen people do this because the rubber slips because it gets old and stretches out, and they'll put like some really weird crap around the VFO to keep it from slipping. I don't know if that's the case here or not. Because the other knobs don't really look that bad. I don't know. Pretty nasty. It's like, I don't know what that stuff is. But I always like to clean a radio quite thoroughly. Now, the last couple of radios I've gotten have been so clean. The 901 like absolutely pristine, so I really didn't need to do anything. It's not grabbing the wipe real bad, but I want to get this thing cleaned up. This thing had so much dust in it. The first thing I did was I took it outside and I used compressed air, and you wouldn't believe how much stuff came out. I probably should open it up. It was that bad. I'm going to assume that it's probably sat in a certain spot in the guy's shack where it was just sucking in dust somehow. I'm trying to get these cleaned up a little bit. So I guess the CW key is right here. Yeah, that's got some stuff on it too. I wonder if you could pull these knobs out, or how hard that would be, or if you're going to break it. Supposedly this has a voice identifier, where it'll, for vision impaired.
Well, I'm listening anyway, go ahead. Well, I'm just wondering if you're still out there. I didn't want to talk you under the table.
Looks better. A lot better. There's still some crap on here. I'm like, I really would like to know what this is. Actually, maybe I don't want to know what it is. Okay. I have not checked the hand microphone. Got it in the box. I honestly believe it's probably never been used. These microphones, they vary quite a bit. And I don't think this has ever been used. No. It's not being used. Anyway, we'll put it up on the shelf here. I may not use it either. I've got one on my 891. It's pretty banged up, but I have these desk microphones and they sound better generally. I might try the 710 microphone with it, see how it does. it's really an interesting little radio. I mean, and you know, for $400, I figured, hey, I could have spent $280 something on another board for the Hermes. You know, and I'm like, I keep getting all these emails. You know, all these problems that people are posting on the Google groups for Hermes Light. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, the guy got really lippy with me, the Steve guy. He was a complete dick. He basically said, no amount of money would I fix your board or take any repairs. And, you know, I don't know if it's just because he doesn't want to work on them or whatever, or, you know, what the scenario is, but I'm cleaning off this microphone because it's kind of nasty too. But that really was like, oh man, okay, well, if this is how it's going to be, I don't want to buy a board where I might have some problems and then this guy's going to be a dick to me. Or is he just being a dick to me because I didn't buy the first one? But then, of course, he's always going to think of me as the guy that didn't buy the one that bought it from somebody else that was broken. And so, yeah, he's not going to want to help me. So, and his general attitude's real piss poor, so I guess they don't really care if they make money or not. It's the impression I got. Anyway.
They're both there telling California, hey, forget your taxes. More than one company. Yeah, I don't know if you were aware of it, but one of the reasons Nevada attracts all those big warehouses for, like the hardware distribution for Ace and CISO and Amazon and all of that is because they have no inventory tax. That's where Summit's at. That's probably why they're still doing business, but they don't have any. Their supply's been bought up.
Well, loop card logic is another thing, Dave. Yeah, keep on doing it, Newsom. Screw them, Newsom. And they will move, yes. They'll go to another state, Texas, Nevada, wherever. Montana doesn't, they didn't used to have sales tax, but they probably do now.
Well, an inventory tax is killer. I mean, everything they've got stored in the warehouse. But Roan did that with their towers. They had a distribution warehouse at Sparks. All these guys that are smart. One of my patients, I just cleaned his teeth, built semi-truck flatbed trailers over here. He moved to Nevada, and the next year he was down visiting the family. He came in to get his teeth cleaned, and we were talking, and he says, man, even after the total cost of moving my whole operation over there, all the equipment, all the everything that he could move, plus all the employees and everything, he says, I still made $18,000 profit that I never made in the previous 20 years in California because they took it all away from me and all kinds of taxes.
Yep. Well, I had the service station. We had all kinds of tires and batteries, you know, all that junk. And every year, yeah, we had to do the inventory and report it and pay a tax on it. So, you know, and if you're selling stuff at damn near cost or 10% or less over, that's another thing. They tax you 20% profit unless you could prove you only sold it, you know, $10 over cost or whatever when you have sale. Yeah, California's a pain in the ass to do business in.
Wait till they turn fully socialist.
Well, when nobody's here to pay them, they may wake up, but tarts never wake up.
So they'll just have to live in crap ever more and more each year. You'll get most of your money one way or another. Yeah, Paula just read to me tonight that they approved a insurance rate hike. Allstate, Farmers, a bunch of them put in for it. They're giving them a 20% increase on auto insurance, and they're them, I think it was either 17 or 21% on homeowners insurance. Those take effect. I think the car one goes into effect March 1st, and the one on mortgage insurance takes effect June 1st. So hang on, it's going to get more expensive.
My homeowners already went up 50% in November. I pay I keep it on a monthly thing. They don't charge much, it's like $3. And the payment for the homeowners went up $65 a month. Let's see, I got all three combined from about 100. So yeah, it went up what, 50-60%. And I call the agency, and of course Secretary Natalie's her name. Yeah, it looks like it did. I mean, yeah, well, thank you. And I said, there's no sense looking around because nobody's going to write it in California anymore. If I go to another company, they're going to tell you no.
Calls me that when I order something online from any state, I got to still pay sales tax here.
Not only that, a lot of stuff you can't get shipped to California anymore. Last time I bought a fuel pump for my pickup, it was a Bosch, it's an FT450D. I gave it to my niece now, but anyway, 88. It had the side of the frame rail booster pump. Anyway, you can't get a Bosch fuel pump shipped to California through Amazon anymore. You can EPA or whatever, not EPA, but California.
Yeah, it's horrible. They're trying to make it where you can run vehicles with fuel pumps?
No, they got some cheap Chinese shit you can buy. They'll ship it. I don't know how that gets. What's the difference? I guess the pressure.
California saying you couldn't have it.
It's like light bulbs and stuff. All it said was cannot ship to your address. If I wanted to buy it, I'd have to have it shipped to my niece or something. She could, they'd pay the postage, and I would. But I don't need it. Well, I got the Bronco, same pump, but that was just one example. I've seen a bunch on Amazon that won't ship to California.
Yeah, the light bulbs, I went over to eBay, and they weren't up to the end of the year anyway. They weren't enforcing that, so I was able to get some incandescent light bulbs. I use it in the shop to run to keep the moisture down in the winter.
Wow, you can't buy light bulbs?
I cover my Harley up and keep covered up pretty good too, and keep a light under there and a hot stick for the back end.
It's the easiest way to clean these is a toothbrush.
You can't buy them in a hardware store anywhere in California now, and then Amazon honors that Prop 65 and all that crap, so they won't let their vendors send them. But eBay was still letting that stuff through up till the end of the year. Well, you can buy some small wattage ones. They're for appliances like your oven.
You can't even buy a pool pump motor. The one I've had in the pool, I've replaced a couple of times. There's a couple of rebuilders here in the valley, but you're not, you have to tell them it's for a waterfall, so you can't put a pool pump motor. You have to have a 2-stage timer, yada yada, max horsepower, whatever, It's $2 or $3 grand, and you have to have a permit, a certified installer. It's bullshit.
Yeah, up here technically, I can't even put in my own water heater. Gotta have a license contractor do that. Bullshit.
Well, here you're supposed to get a permit and everything because it's over what used to be $200-something bucks. Now that the water heaters are $1 grand, but now we just go to Home Depot and go ahead and get it, and me and the kids put it in. What the hell with them?
Yeah, the one I have right now, I have it strapped down with homer stones, but now you're supposed special practice that bolts to a wall?
Yep. We do have that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but those things are expensive.
Yeah. Ours didn't fall out on an Northridge earthquake in '94, but after that, yeah, you had to strap them in.
There we go.
A lot of them fell down, broke the pipe, you know, the corrugated stuff from the feed and all that. And yeah, it was a mess, that earthquake. Of course, then you got the gas line too, so I can understand that down here.
Yeah, ours is electric.
Well, my oldest turned 45 December 30th, and Tom will be 44 March 28th.
When I showed up over here, I was 36.
I don't think I got on this one in '89, but I would have been 40. Yeah, I think I got I did. I got out here not long after that. But I was in my early 40s.
Yeah, my mom, when I turned 40, she called me aside there and she said, you got to stop getting older. And I said, well, I'd love to, but I can't do anything about it. And I said, but why is it bothering you? And she said, because the older you get, the older I feel.
That's true.
That's one way of putting it, Dave. Yeah, now I'm seeing it with my kids. 2 of the 5 are now over 40, and it's just...
Boy, that looks a lot better.
That thought makes me feel like I'm
Let's see if it sits on there or not.
Well, we have wisdom they'll never have because we will have lived in a different age. Yeah, that and about $4.50 will buy you a cup of coffee. It turns out, I guess, these new generations don't care about our wisdom.
No, nor history, but yeah, it's probably more like $6 at Starbucks. I don't know. I don't go there. That cup of coffee.
Doesn't really want to sit on there completely.
Well, time to see a change.
Ain't that for sure. We also were born here on a Saturday night. Hey, it's great to be a freewheeler. W4FCW and the freewheelers. KE5GGY. Hey, people, I got you on the horn here. You want me to bring the lights though, too?
Land that was lived in. The guy owned it, lived in Border. He's still living, the guy in Border is.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I was saying he could make an amplifier. He built him amplifiers, and he knew his stuff, but he was a radical guy. I think I double eat there a little bit, but old Sid, he built his own amp. He had a pair of 4-400s down, but tell you what, he knew how to build them. He might have done anything, but he was an anti-ARRL guy all the way.
Yeah, I heard it. He was building amplifiers and letting them CBers down.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I don't remember where I've heard him talking, but I
George, Sid's son, he got his knowledge license right here in Pampa. I wasn't there I was a part of the group, but I wasn't there when George got his license at our Pampa club here used to give tests, and anyway, I think they give George his novice test.
The guy tells me that the radio was made in 2000, or he bought it in 2016. He thought it was 3 years old for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, it's supposed to be about 3 years old, I guess, but I guess it's about another 4 years old. So the radio, yeah, it was from 2016. It's 7 years old. Still not bad. And now that we got all the schmutz off the VFL, it looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of, like it's not tight enough on the thing here. I'm not going to worry about it.
It sounded great there.
Yeah, Bill, have a good night. Good to hear you back on the mainland. Have a good night. They're out on their own.
Let's try the DSP. Got notch. DNR.
Remember what you said about children? They get you pulling your burrow out into the arena of life. That makes sense. Well, he was much more eloquent about it than I was. You just gotta learn to let them go. You can't control them. Just go into a certain point and they're on their own. Yeah, did you always worry if you trained them all on the... Oh, I did plenty of great training, let me tell you. Well, my dad told me when I was 16, he said, my house and my rules, and you don't seem to want to go by them, so pack up your stuff and good luck. And I moved out at 16, and no regrets.
Whoa.
15 for me, and I was happy to be out.
I revolted at 15, but I didn't move. Well, actually, parents divorced and they moved out. We were going to get married pretty quick. Well, it wasn't pretty quick. I was 20 and she was 18. But anyway, we didn't move out of the house. We were going to buy it, and that didn't work out. So yeah, but I never left. I threatened to. I revolted though. I quit school and started my trade.
I made it about a year. My mom felt so bad. Several times she came to where I worked and said, you know, your room's still empty. After about a year, though, I got hit some real hard times, and I did go back for a couple of weeks, but by then I wasn't taking any poop off my stepfather, and I'd already beat him up once, so it was pretty hard for me to live at home.
Yeah, well, that's a different scenario, but yeah, it'd be hard to kick your kid out.
I had one leave the day he turned 18, man. They were just still home. My middle son, he was a tough one to raise. He was so anxious to get out there. He was out there a couple of years, and he come home one time, had to live here for a few months. He got a little heartbreak. Life can be a heavy load. Yeah. Then the youngest one, he left when he was about 19 and a half, and I told him I was waiting for him to take the next step. Okay, so next step is the bachelor.
Well, we met so young, and all we did was work and get our house and all that stuff in order. I mean, from 65 to 71, we went together. She was 13, I was 16. Yeah, and we never did all that. We just worked. So I miss all the bad stuff, or maybe the good stuff. I don't
Seems to
know.
have a pretty good receiver.
Conditions are getting better. I'm going to go check the fire.